I feel like, if you'd have asked me when I was 28 years old, if you'd have asked me, hey, Ink, when are you at your best? Or if you'd have asked me any time during my 20s, Ink, when are you at your best, man? Like, when do you feel like you at the elite level as a man? Like, when are you operating? When are you in the flow state, right? You ever seen a cat in the flow state to where when you see a cat shooting like Steph Curry, my man just letting it go, turning around, he in the flow state. You see a cat hit 3 home runs, my man in the flow state. You see a cat football game coming off the edge, 3 sack, my man in the flow state. He unstoppable, right? If you'd have asked me that in my 20s, I'd have said, man, I'm at my best when everything is going the way I want it to go, right? When I'm accomplishing everything I seek to accomplish, I got a goal, I chase it down, get up, chase that dragon every single day, I capture it. That's when I'm at my best. Now, if you ask me the same question at 38, I'm at my best when life put me outside of my comfort zone. I'm at my best when life doesn't give me sometimes what I seek to have. And the reason I say I'm at my best when life places me outside of my comfort zone, as a father, I listen more. As a husband, I'm more attentive. As a student, I listen more. I work on my communication more. Because if things just go the way you want it to go, when is it the hardest to get through to a person? When things are going the way that they want it to go. When is it the hardest to make a person listen? When they winning and getting everything they want. You can't talk to them, right? You can't tell them nothing, right? That's why you tell people around my way, they used to always say, get the lesson when you losing, youngin'. Get the lesson when it ain't going your way. And a person will hear it and be like, all right, whatever. But no, sometimes that's the most vital lesson. So when you do start winning, you got the foundation to sustain and you know how to keep it. Right? And so for me, man, every single day, just getting up, if I get placed outside of my comfort zone, say, life, what are you trying to teach me right now? Because life puts us in certain areas that helps us grow. But oftentimes we fight it. Right? And so whenever I got placed outside of my comfort zone, all right, life, what's the lesson? What's the lesson? What are you trying to teach me right now? I got injured. Maybe I needed a little bit more patience, right? If I don't get to a certain place on time, I can't force it or change it. Life, what are you trying to teach me right now? If I'm trying to do something with my children and it's not going the way that I want it to go in terms of my communication, I'll step back and say, all right, Ink, all right, Jada, talk to me and tell me, what are you hearing from me? And I can't say a thing. I just got to listen, right? And so when things don't go your way, really press growth. When things are going your way, great. Be grateful for growth. But when things are not going your way, really press growth as a young man. All right, life, what are you trying to teach me? What's the lesson in this? What's the blessing in this? What can I get from this? What can I extract from this? That's why Martin Luther King's quote is my favorite quote in the world, bro. It's the rawest of the raw, truest of the true. You don't judge the true character and caliber of a man by where he stands in times of comfort and convenience. You judge the true character and caliber of a man by where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. It don't get no realer than that. Because when everybody comfortable, you're going to see a certain version of them. But we've all seen people, when they get hot in the kitchen, when it don't go the way they want it to go, you're like, man, I've never seen that version of them before. And then you've seen people, when adversity hit, opposition hit, they show up the exact same way, bro. They bring the same energy level. They bring the same fire. They bring the same attention to detail. They bring the same excellence because they're striving for something greater than the condition or the situation. Their focus is on something different, right? So absolutely, man, press growth. No matter the situation, press growth.